What's up, everybody? This is Jaron. Welcome to Forge. Today, I want to spend some time talking to you about the concepts of exercise and training and why they're different and why we need to adopt a mindset of training when it comes to our workout programs, our nutrition, just everything that we do. Now, the biggest difference is that exercise is not specific. It is an end goal in and of itself. The point is to go and get tired and sweaty, and that's just about it. The scope and the mindset towards it is very short term. The efficacy of what you're doing is judged based on how you feel just in the moment in the context of that one workout. And with that approach towards things, you aren't really measuring anything, right? It is more of a feeling. I felt like I worked hard. I felt like I put forth good effort. But because there's no specificity with what you're doing and we're not tracking or measuring or quantifying anything, it's really impossible with an exercise mentality to ensure any particular outcome, right? And this is why training and thinking about things in a logical, progressive, quantifiable way is so important. Training implies that there is an end point. There's a destination, a goal, a desired outcome. There's something that we are striving towards, and there ought to be forward momentum and progress that we can measure on the route towards that goal. And so with everything that we do here, we approach it in a way where we are mindful of the steps that we're taking and whether or not they're in alignment with what that desired outcome is, right? When it comes to pursuing goals, whether that may be a strength goal or a body composition goal via learning nutrition, we're always looking to reverse engineer backwards from where our desired outcome is. Where would we like to end up, and what are the logical steps that will lead us toward that end goal over time if taken repeatedly, right? And so this implies an attitude of discipline and of mindfulness. This is why everything comes back down to discipline, because the science of any effective strength program or any body composition change program or meal plan, it really comes from compliance. If we think of ourselves and this pursuit as an experiment, right, we can't judge whether or not the plan that we're following is any good if we're not first compliant. We have to commit to a plan to judge whether or not the plan is effective. And the whole goal of training over time is for you to learn what things and what steps, what regular actions, what habits, what behaviors, what strategies end up working best for you and your body and your goals. Because while nobody is necessarily a special snowflake, everybody does have some things that are going to work really well for them, whether that be certain lifts will make them stronger because of their body mechanics and their leverages. And everybody has some things that are maybe not as effective for them. And these things can change over time. As your body changes, the things that you're going to need to continue progressing, 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 years from now are going to be different. Because if we've been effective with our training, you won't be the same person at that period of time either, right? And so we need to learn the tools of constantly assessing whether or not our behaviors are suitable for our desired outcome. And the only way to do that is with discipline and actually adhering to the plan that we're doing. And so as you approach this process of training, try and look at the things that are within your control, right? The first being your compliance to your program. Follow what you say you're going to follow. Do what you say you're going to do. Develop the integrity to practice in the direction of your desired outcome and really follow that plan, because the plan is not going to be perfect at first, right? I don't write magical programs for anyone. I haven't followed a magical program. But what I have been able to do over the last 24 years of training is have perfect compliance to whatever that plan was for an extended amount of time. And through doing so, what that's allowed me to do is really learn from each of those approaches, right? There's lots of different ways to train for strength. There's lots of different diet strategies. And if you don't ever fully commit to doing any of them, you'll never learn which ones work best for you. And you won't build up an arsenal of tools and strategies that you can use over time to break through plateaus. And so think about that this week as you go about your training, as you go about your nutrition. Be disciplined and regimented in your adherence to that process. So that way, over time, we can evolve that process and it can continue to become more and more effective for you as you learn and grow.